Welcome back to Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay. I'm Meesh. To the left of me is my bro, Jay.
You know it.
All right, look, y'all. We are back and we are black. If you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are true here, get your smokes, get your drinks, okay? You already know what to do. But please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But your ass should already be subscribed. Okay?
We tired of telling you.
We tired of saying it, but we going to keep saying it anyway.
That's right.
All right? And we're trying to get to 200 subscribers. We're a trending topic channel. So if you don't like a topic today, you will like one tomorrow. So please, just hit subscribe, sit with us, kick it with us. And that's why we say get your smokes, get your drinks. Because you're going to be here, but you're going to enjoy yourself. Mm-hmm. All right? That's big facts. Okay? So look, y'all. The topic we have today, okay, for episode 42 is Tyrese and Samantha Lee, his ex-wife Samantha Lee, okay? Now, Tyrese's ex-wife has come out. She went on a podcast tour. I guess she's speaking out now. You know how that go, little, you know, as Tyrese would call it, a clout chase. But Samantha Lee went on a hardly initiated podcast, and she speaks on how she had basically she regrets her divorce. She sounds regretful of her divorce, and she told him that had she had the right people in her ear at the time, she would have never divorced Tyrese. Now, Tyrese comes behind this comment. She speaks a lot about it too, you know. Tyrese comes back behind this comment, and he clearly still sounds bitter and upset behind the divorce because, of course, she took him for his money. You know, he had a daughter. They had
How
kids.
long ago was this divorce?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. But I know that they were married 3 years. And I know that it took 2 years to finish the divorce. Okay. So I'm not sure.
So it seemed like they've been divorced for a while, as far as I know, especially with all the DJ Envy and the other girl joints. So
right.
Why is this lady coming back up, making this a big deal? And why is the internets making this a big deal?
He's calling it clout chase, for real. He calling it a clout chase. And he's definitely
Do people care
upset.
about this lady? I know people care about Tyrese. But do people really care about this lady? What's her name? Samantha Lee?
Samantha Lee.
Do people really care about her?
Not really. I ain't even know much about her. So, look, it says Lee and Tyrese married in 2017 and divorced in 2020. And they share a daughter named Soraya.
So, 3 years ago.
Yep. And she regrets it, she said. She said she was talking to lawyers, and the lawyers were
Ain't nothing they could do about it.
Yeah. But she was listening to people tell her he ain't shit, he ain't dead, he ain't that.
So it took her 3 years to come on a she went on a podcast, right?
She went on a highly initiated podcast.
And okay, so I get it. She was on a podcast and they probably asked her. So she didn't just come out of the blue and say, I regret it.
No.
But it took you 3 years.
And no, check this out, bro. She did try to come back but he already was with someone else. At this time, when she tried to come back into the relationship with him. I personally think she didn't get as much out of the marriage that she thought she was going to get. You know how you marry somebody and you know he's a famous singer. She probably thought she was going to get the bag. But you can't get the bag from nobody, y'all. If you ain't married them 10 years. Mm-hmm. You only going to get but this much money. Mm-hmm. You'll probably collect some child support because y'all had a child. But I don't know how much alimony you can collect after 3 years. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think she didn't rack up as much as she wanted, and she was trying to come back. He denied it. And that was that. But do you think she could regret it? I think some people do have buyer's remorse where they're in relationships with people and the emotions get high. And they don't realize what they're doing in the moment when they're doing it. And then they go ahead and just do it because they think, oh, it's the right thing to do. And then later on, they realize, like, damn, shit, our problems ain't. Because think about it, 3 years, you know how many people she probably dated?
That's what I'm saying. More
after him. You know what I'm saying? Since she dated Tyrese, so would that make her more attractive than any other man? Mm-hmm. She a light bright. You know what I'm saying? So she going out there meeting different men, and she probably like, damn, you know, I thought what I was dealing with was wrong, but people got to understand. It's either you're going to choose your battles. And I'm going to say this. This is a heavy message right here. Message. If you know you are a relationship type of person, meaning that you do not like being by yourself, you are going to find that you're going to have to choose your person wisely. And then you have to also choose your battles wisely. You have to know yourself, correct? When you think, you got to know yourself when you're choosing a partner, right? And realize that the grass is greener where you water it at. So while, yes, you could be with this person and they may be getting on your motherfucking nerves and you want to smack, yes, okay? Think about how many other people you're going to want to smack once you kick this person to the curb and the next person come with a different set of issues. Because they may not have the same issues this person got, but everybody come with something. Everybody come. No perfect.
Yeah, you just got to figure out which one the issues would you rather deal with.
Who right.
Could you deal with it, and for how long can you deal with that?
Who you want to fight through these things with? Like if you had to fight with somebody for the rest of your life, what does that ideal person look like? And I think some people
who is worth it.
Who is worth that, right? You don't have to be perfect, but you got to be worth it, right? So to you, who is worth it? That's what people don't know themselves when they're dating.
Well, that's because they jump into stuff quickly because they don't want to be alone,
right?
And they got to have somebody, so they find somebody where they think is the best, or somebody they just like jumped in bed with, and all of a sudden y'all get up after y'all done had sex and smash. Oh, I love you.
Right.
No, that's not love there. That's lust talking. That's the lust. Difference. They don't know the difference between lust and love. And then they want to come back over the next day and the next day, and then all of a sudden they moving in. Now it's a relationship. But really, y'all ain't got to get to know each other. You don't know what that guy capable of.
No, you don't. You got to get to know a person. And you have to also understand what their flaws are. And really honestly.
That's a long conversation.
That is.
And it's a difficult conversation.
It is.
And you gotta take it, and if you don't like it, you know what to do.
Yep.
And the best thing is just to go ahead and walk away.
Yeah.
Because there's a million, billion people in this world. It's a one person for you. Now, whether the Lord put you with that person, he may or may not. You know what I mean?
May not.
Sometimes you miss your blessing.
Yeah.
And sometimes the blessing's right there and you just don't know it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when you do get them, you have to take your time or her. You have to take your time. Get to know the person. Talk. Communicate.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't let the sex fool you. Because I'm sure Shorty, Samantha, right?
Yep, Samantha.
Got with Tyrese. Tyrese probably I know the money is a given. His big old house is a given. When he got with her, he probably gave her the business. You know what I mean? Put all what we say at work, gave her the all Madden.
Right.
She fell in love. Well, she thought it was love, but it was lust. And for him, it could have been lust too.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. It didn't work out the way she thought it was going to work out.
In the beginning, it usually is. You gotta put a bit through the test. Okay, I'm gonna teach y'all something. If a woman like you, or vice versa, if a male like you, they gonna pass the test. Believe me, if they want you enough. But see, y'all be so afraid to put people through the test. Y'all like, oh, I'm gonna lose them. So what? The person who can't take the truth will drop off. The person who can't adhere to the things that you require for yourself in life, they're gonna do what? Drop it off. They're not gonna stay. Okay? So that's what y'all gotta understand, that the person who is worth it, they're going to sit there and they're going to adhere to what it is you're asking for, what it is you're wanting, the standards, whatever. If they like you enough, they will do it.
And it takes a bit of sacrifice on your own.
On your part too.
Yeah.
Because it ain't just about you. It's a compromise thing. It's about both of y'all. Are you willing to meet them too? Yeah. They gotta go both ways. You can't just be the one time I demand this and I demand that. But then when it come to you, they like, hey, well, what you finna give? You're like, nothing. Yeah. That means it's a one-sided situation.
Now, sometimes we're gonna skip ahead. Now you got the person.
Right.
Now you're what you call your representative has shed it off. Now you bring in the person out that you failed to show or tell this person that you really are.
Right.
And then you acting a fool because you already got him.
Yup.
You know what I mean? You acting a fool instead of acting like you got some damn sense.
Now let's reverse that. What if the person showed a representative off the break? How you feel about that situation?
That's what I love.
Right.
I want to see you talking about like the real you?
Like if they act a fool, if
like,
they going
like if you a Rizat, right? Show me the Rizat first.
Right away.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That way, out of that first date or whoever it is, I can decide right then. Oh no. Mm-hmm. But don't be acting like you a professional CEO in front of me, and then I'm getting up. Oh, yeah, she's so professional. Got the tennis heels, nice pencil skirt. She make good money, and she looking good, smell good, and talking all professional. Not a cuss word coming out of her mouth.
Right.
Next you know, she giving me that for a month. All of a sudden, hey baby, how about we do the relationship thing? Okay. Right. And she you failed to pick her up from work. Or you late.
Yep.
Nigga, where you at? I done told you what. Look, the bed not happen. Whoa, wait a minute.
Exactly.
Nigga.
That ain't what you been showing me.
Yeah.
Well, who this woman? Harpo, who this woman?
Right.
Okay.
Now she's trying to stick foot in your ass.
Hey, for real though.
Yeah.
And you like, damn, I didn't sign up for getting your foot stuck in my ass. Like, what?
Yeah, you used to get a dinner plate. Now I ain't cooking shit for you tonight.
Yep.
Better take your ass to Chipotle.
That's right.
Oh, damn.
That's right.
There it is. That's the real motherfucker. But you a girlfriend and boyfriend. Now you got to figure out.
She already got you.
Now I got to get out of this. Mm-hmm. Now the thing is, once the dude or the female get out of it, now you in her case, you start dating somebody else. That's worse, and he was treating you good.
Facts.
And you treat him like trash. Just because he was just a little late picking you up.
Yep. And some women are impatient that way. And they feel like, oh, I gotta cuss this nigga out. But let me tell y'all something. Another thing I realized. It depends on how much a woman like you, but also some can't help themselves. And I feel like, and I'm gonna just throw this out there for the women who like to date outside of their race. Preferably the black women's. The black women's is calm with a Wahite. She calm with an Arabic. She's calm with, I don't know whether they just got a different level. Maybe you feel like they got a different level of masculinity or whatever. But for some reason, black women's love to cuss they black men's out. So any little thing, you mess up, you getting cussed out. Okay? All right? You forget to record the stories, you getting cussed out. Okay, I don't know who's recording stories these days, but you know what I mean. We already know that. That's an inside joke, right? So I'm just saying, like any little thing, you gung ho like a nigga got to be perfect when really real life you not perfect.
Definitely, no human being is perfect.
No human being is perfect. You know what I'm saying? You can get some grace on that because had he come to you and be like, bitch, and be ready to smack you upside the head, it'd be a different story. Now he a woman beater, all that. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So you got, So I get that part. Like, come on now. Got to be some, please show yourself in the beginning. Like, and it be who you are is what we saying. Nobody's saying just automatically start just showing it. If you know you got attitude problem, the right person will be able to navigate that attitude problem. And whoever can't handle it, gonna fall off. Or they gonna see it and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't like the attitudes. Yeah. And they're gonna be like, okay, well then you ain't the one for me because you clearly stuck on having an attitude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at least you know what's up with them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't switch it up like, we together now, so I can let my hair down. You know what I'm saying? We talking about with the makeup, throwing the makeup on, and then you don't never take it off until when you finally take it off. Now he ready to run, and he like, damn, I don't know you. I ain't never seen you before. So y'all gotta show up as your authentic self in the beginning.
That's right.
Personality wise,
because it's like for me, for instance, I love my football Sundays, right? Just say I meet a woman. And a lot of guys like me, a lot of their football Sundays. Mm-hmm. You can't meet a woman and then in order to court them, you give up a few like half your football Sundays, or just say you gave up all your football Sundays for that season. Right. Because you going out with her, you going to church, you wanna sit in church with her, even though you hurt and you missing the games, but she may be worth it.
Right. You doing what you gotta do.
Yeah, doing what you gotta do.
You trying to get in there.
I'm in church, I'm with her and all that stuff. All going through the off season. Y'all good, y'all girl and a boyfriend going out doing this.
Right.
Next thing you know, July coming around, training camp. August coming around. Preseason coming, football time coming back around. Y'all girlfriend, boy. She ain't never seen you talking about you staying home for football. Right. Now you like, hey baby, I ain't going to church. It's football time.
Yeah, that's out.
And she like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Since when you start watching football?
Football more important than the Lord.
Yeah. Now you got an issue.
Yep.
Because you started off going to church, cared less about the football. You was in a hurry because you was trying to hit them thighs after church.
Yep.
Now look. Now next season came around. You gave the representative at first instead of letting her know, hey, off the break, look, football Sundays. Yep. I'm in house.
That's me.
I'm sorry, I don't do church like that, or I don't go to IHOP, and I don't do all this other stuff.
That's right.
But any other day, we good. Because if you don't put it out there to her, this is what she gonna expect.
Exactly.
Now, she gonna break up with you, then you gonna get up with another chick that ain't gonna have it. Period.
Facts. That's true. Now, I have an additional question because that's real. That's real right there. Please show up with your who you are. Don't show your representative. Let's cut that shit out, right? So now, because Samantha Lee says that people were in her ear, Tyrese says it was her mama, so that was one. But she says it was her lawyer. She didn't mention the mama. Maybe the mama is a lawyer. Who knows? And she said that people was in her ear and she had not made that decision. In what instances, like, should you listen to people when it comes to your relationship? Or should you at all listen to people? Like
0.
Okay. Why?
Period. No. You don't listen because people, sometimes your friends and family or whoever it is don't have your best interests. I tell anybody, I've been to a lot of weddings, and my main thing is if I was to speak on, the bride or the groom, I always say keep people out your business.
Facts, yeah.
Don't tell people about your business because they're not going to give you the right thing.
Right. Yeah.
Depends. It depends on the situation, but 9 out of 10, no.
Yeah.
Handle it yourselves.
Facts.
You two and the Lord upstairs.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you're going to a paid professional.
That's different because they're a professional.
They're professional. You paying a counselor, paid counselor, that's different.
Yeah.
Somebody outside.
Yeah. That
don't know, because everybody's biased. You know what I mean?
Everybody's biased.
Somebody's biased. You come to me about Lisa or whatever, you know damn well I'm going to take and I may not be your best interest. I might tell you just because you my sister. Nah, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you got to keep that, work it out.
It's kind of take the meat and spit out the bones because everybody is not able, and this is just my advice in that situation, everyone is not able to or mature enough in their thinking to say, hey, all right, so why did you choose this person in the first place if this is what you're going through or dealing with? Like, what's good about them? Because what you coming to, these are people who's saying what's bad about them, right? And all you saying is what's bad about them. So when you keep saying what's bad about them,
right.
People eventually going to be like, okay, well, if that's all you think of that person, then you don't need to be with them.
Yeah. He or she is trash.
They trash. Even though when you go home, they do good things, but you don't go in every day and be like, oh, guess what? My woman did this for me. My man did that for me. Time. Every time you go and be negative, you speak like, oh man, she did that. So every time they done did something. So after a while, motherfuckers be like, man, just leave them. What the hell you still with them for if they always doing this and doing that and blah, blah, blah. But they don't know all. They don't have the full scope of the story.
Yeah, so what she's doing is telling mama, telling whoever, Tyrese doing this.
What she's venting about what she's tired of and sick of.
And of course they taking her. They give a damn about no Tyrese.
Side, right? Because they family. They not asking her, well, sweetie, you know, you did have him around. Y'all actually did get married. So why did y'all get married? Mm-hmm. You know, what about him made you marry him? And I think a lot of people don't realize that, like, you know, sometimes it does require you to have to remember, why did you get with the person? Yep. Anyway. Yep. You got with them because they was this way? Yeah. Because, I mean, if they like that now, you can for sure they was doing some messed up then when you was, but you just let that go because you was in infatuation. Right. Now you ain't infatuated no more, and y'all just relationshiping it, and everything is normal. Now you're sick of that shit. Yeah. No, this is what you signed up for. Okay? You signed up for that. So, I mean, I think that it's see a counselor, a therapist, and I think it's okay if you want to vent to your friends, but also be mindful that a lot of your friends, if they are single or if they are married, things like that, they may have a biased opinion. Mm-hmm. Some people, like if you talk to single people, they may have a biased opinion about marriage. That's right. You talk to a single person, they're like, well, why are you doing that? It's hard as hell to separate from a person when you're married. But the whole point of people getting married is to not separate. So now you have to think like, damn, should I? Because then they're like, well, you coming back on the single side. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But do you really want to be single? You can listen to them tell you that, but do you really truly want that? That's right. Or do you really truly want marriage? And that's another thing. You got to know yourself. Yep. You got to know you. Because I never get in between nobody's marriage. Right. I mean, if they speak on something, you know, I like, hey, man, work it out or something. You know, it depends. Depends on who it is, too. Yeah, for me, marriage is like that for me, too. Yeah. I never, only because, you know, our parents were married for 47 years. And every time if somebody's married and they complain about it, I'd be like, well, y'all got married. So y'all got to work it out. That's right. Work it out. Work it out. Yep. And y'all then I never talk to most of them about my singleness. Right. Yeah, because some of them might want to be single like me or live through me, like, you know. Yeah. And I don't want to put that in their head. You know what I mean? So facts. Yeah. Nah. You gotta let people be them. Yep. Exactly. Let people be them. But also the problem is a lot of people who haven't gotten to know and do not know themselves. So while at the end of the day people think, oh, everybody want to be single. Everybody don't want to be single, y'all. Mm-hmm. And then there's also everybody don't want to be married. Mm-hmm. So people may think, oh, why they ain't married? People don't have to get married if they don't want to get married. Mm-hmm. They don't have to. Some people really like to be by themselves. That's their thing. That's what they want. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Just like it's okay for people who just feel like, oh, I want a partner. I don't want to do shit by myself. And that's their preference. Yeah, that's true. Everybody's preference is correct. But people do speak from their own perspective. So that's why you can't take seriously what people say, but that's why you also can't run your business to people who you know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or you go and tell somebody who you know damn well like you, want you and everything, and you go to the person that want you about your problem. That's you don't do that. They gonna like, why don't you just leave that? Come over here with me. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Enticing you is like y'all about to do something. You know you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. So it's a lot to that. It's a lot to that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know your person and you gotta know you. You know, so I feel like that's important. And one more thought, like, just if you do get bad advice, never leave your person because someone else told you to leave them. You ain't lying. That's crazy. Yeah, because some people do. Some people be like, well, I had to leave. And see, that's what it sounded like she said. Mm-hmm. Oh, if I didn't have the right person in my ear, I wouldn't have left. Well, why'd you listen to them? That's right. If you feeling this way today, that means back then you did have doubts about leaving. You were sad. You just decided to leave because you didn't want to disappoint these people. You're a people pleaser. Mm-hmm. And you sat there and let somebody tell you to leave a person that you really didn't want to leave. And now, 3 years later, you over here looking back like, damn, I wish I hadn't done it. You know what I'm saying? Because you knew the whole story. They didn't. All they knew was the story you told them. Mm-hmm. And divorce lawyers, shit, they trying to get that money. They want you to go through that with their divorce. No doubt. Because they need to get paid. Yeah, they like, oh, you coming to me for a divorce? And they know Tyrese got that cash. So they gonna try to milk it. And they gonna make sure. And they probably lied to her and told her too, like, oh yeah, we about to get you that bag. Mm-hmm. Knowing they only been married 3 years. You can't get no bag like that. Nope. You got 10 years, y'all. 10 years. That's just 10 years. 10 years. But outside of that, y'all, look. That's my thought about it. I mean, you got any final thoughts about this situation? Nah, man. Nah, 3 years, man. She could have just sat on that.
I mean, I guess she on a podcast, she was just venting.
Yeah.
And then people took it and ran with it, of course, because it's Tyrese. And then Tyrese,
yep.
It's all silly.
And he got all emotional about it, too. He was just like, because.
He didn't even have to respond to that.
I was on the way to fighting for my family. And, and she left me and put a mask over the ring camera and all that. So basically, she was trying to hurry up and leave him the way he put it. And he was like, well, those friends, though your mother, they're probably still in your ear and all that. So he's still kind of bitter about it because it's fresh for him, I'm thinking. But he also said she was.
But I thought he done moved on though, didn't he?
He moved on, but
so why he worried about that? Yeah,
and that's his baby mama. Come on now, he ain't really truly moved on from that. I think she's the one that he probably didn't want that to happen with. He didn't want. I don't think he wanted that, but she wanted it.
Mm-hmm. So he heartbroken for real. He probably was heartbroken.
I think the next joint he was with was definitely a rebound. Mm-hmm. But I think he tried to take it as seriously as he could. And she left him. Even they didn't stay together. So he back single again. I don't know if he with somebody, but hey, y'all know when y'all make those serious decisions, y'all just gotta take breaks, man.
Yeah.
That's all. It's hard. You just gotta know yourself. That's what I say. That's my suggestion for everybody. Just know yourself.
That's right.
What you could do, what your limits are, who you can tolerate and who you can't.
That's right. Okay? I agree. 100%.
Right. So, outside of that, y'all, if y'all stay with us this long, please like, comment, and subscribe. All right? We trying to get 200 subs, y'all. Mm-hmm. All right? We're a Trending Topics channel, so please just, sit with us, stick with us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give y'all the newest stuff. Okay? Outside of that, please subscribe. Okay? And like, because if y'all like it, that throws us in the algorithm. Okay? Goes in the algorithm so we get out there more. All right? Mm-hmm. We love y'all. We appreciate all the newest subscribers that we got. We'll see y'all next time, all right? Peace.